Today, let's jump right into the food. We're gonna start off with a pan-fried lotus root. It's gonna be nice and crispy, and then when you bite into it, nice, beautiful texture. And then number two, we're gonna do a chicken fried rice gratin. I'm gonna try to make more use of that toaster oven, and on top, we're gonna get a nice cheese that's like bubbling. This morning I went to the market and they didn't have any fresh lotus root. They only had the ones that were like pre-sliced and packaged. So if you buy the lotus root, it's about like this width. You want to peel off the skin and then cut it. And then we start here. Into this water, we're going to put about a tablespoon of vinegar. Now place your pieces in. This vinegar is going to keep this from changing colors, and it's also going to remove the slightly sort of bitter taste that's in here. And the water amount doesn't need to be exact, just enough to cover. And set this aside and let it chill for 10 minutes. And now let's make a quick tempura batter. 2 tablespoons of flour, that's 1, and 2. Right now I'm using flour, but if you have tempura mix, not breadcrumbs, the mix, or the Korean pancake mix, puchimgaru, that works even better. And then 1/3 cup of water, 3 or 4 shakes of dried parsley, whisk it on up, 4 or 5 shakes of salt. Not too much because we're going to use soy sauce as a dip. All right, this mix looks good. We're going to set this aside for now. All it needs is a few ice cubes because a tempura mix, when it's very cold, it fries a lot better. So we'll put those in just a little bit later. Back to our scary looking holes. It's been 10 minutes, so we'll drain this. And then I want you to give a quick rinse in water so we can get that vinegar out. Make sure there's no excess water on it. Very nice. A few shakes of flour or use your tempura powder. Give it that mix shake. Oh, that reminds me. Do you remember when McDonald's used to have the McShaker salads? Total fail. Could you imagine trying to eat a salad while right next to you got this guy wolfing down a huge Big Mac? I mean, how could you not resist? All right, beautifully coated, and let's get the oil ready. Put down a small layer of oil. That's good enough. I'm gonna put this on a medium heat. Now give this another mix, and then at this point I like to drop in an ice cube. Right, and a colder wet batter, it leads to a much lighter coating. Chopstick in. All right, we're getting good bubbles. I like this temperature. Give it a mix with your hands. Then we'll put them in. Keep your hands to yourself, don't stick. And strangely, just listening to this fry is like very satisfying. There's so many bubbles inside of one hole, next to a lot of holes, surrounded by other holes that are surrounded. All right, and once they start to get a little bit of browning, that's when you're going to take them out because they'll still continue to brown up. And all right, here it is. Let me take a bite. Oh, hear the crunch? You get that nice crunchy layer on the outside, and then it's fully cooked through, but it still has a crunch on the inside. So this is like really fun to eat. Now you could eat this straight, but the best thing is a little bit of soy sauce, a few drops of vinegar. That's good. And some sesame seeds. Now try it again. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. This is too addictive. Chicken fried rice gratin. Chicka. 1 chicken breast, around 100 or 150 grams. Chop it up into chunks. If you're vegetarian, just skip it. Chop up the vegetables so that's equal size mounds as the chicken. I'm using oyster mushroom here. Good. Equal size, very good. I think half an onion will do. And then yellow and red bell pepper, same thing. I think this particular recipe is perfect for students. Take out 1 cup of rice, set it aside. Engine's ready. Ignite. Get some oil in the engine. Good. And then first one into the pool, or the onions. There's always one that jumps the gun and goes in without its group. Bad boy. And once they start turning translucent, we get our chicken. Yeah. Stir fry the chicken until there's no more pink left, and then we put everything else in. And next we're going to put an ingredient that I can never pronounce. It's Worcestershire. You see most of the liquid from the vegetables have gone. Perfect time to put in 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. If you don't have this, a close substitute is soy sauce. You can get away with soy sauce. And then next, something that I can pronounce with confidence, tomato, or any spaghetti sauce. 3 tablespoons in, that's 1, and 3. Good, very nice. Now it's starting to look a bit interesting, huh? We'll put in our 1 cup of rice, and about 1 tablespoon of butter. Makes it more creamy. Put it all together. And you see, now it's starting to make sense. Everyone's happy. Now it's quiet in the pan. It's good. I'm gonna add a little bit of mozzarella cheese. Doesn't matter what type of cheese you use. Anything is good. Maybe not blue cheese. We'll just mix that in. I want you to sample this because I know this is gonna taste good already. Should we just end the video here? I mean, you could just eat it like this and it's delicious. That Worcestershire sauce, it just adds this sort of, it's kind of like soy sauce, but with like a back taste of A1 steak sauce. Best way I can describe it, but it's perfect for this. And then we're gonna put it into a bowl. Something that you can put into the oven in high heat. Guys, as you can see, this is a lot. You can always split it into 2 bowls. I'm doing like a little mini paella. And then the most important step, without any shame, without no guilt, without any, just don't think and add. Put enough cheese to make you happy. I think that's good for me. Little dash of parsley on top for some color. And now I got my toaster oven on broil. That setting means heat from the top only, and then very high heat coming down. All right, and do your thing, chicken wing. Get that cheese jumping. Oh man, oh mama. I would have appreciated if the cheese was jumping up and down, but this will do as well. All right, and there it is. Woo! Our chicken fried rice gratin, fried lotus roots, and our homemade green cabbage kimchi from a few days ago. All right, and now this is what it looks like. Let me cut that off, put that back on. A little bit of chicken, mixed vegetables with some cheese on top, and a beautiful spaghetti / Worcestershire. This is some like restaurant type flavor. Second bite, of course we gotta hit it with some kimchi. Then wake up the senses with some lotus root. Oh my gosh. And this fried lotus root that we did today, if you deep fry it for a little bit more, it turns into a potato chip. And that's also pretty good as well. Try either one of these dishes out. I know you're gonna dig it, diggity diggity, and have yourself a wonderful day.